Good morning, dear students. Welcome back to our e-learning class conducted by Modern Educational Group. I am Nilambar Karmakar from Modern English School, Bihar Sharif. Today, I am again before you with new chapter, the second chapter of history, class 7, the new kings and kingdoms. I will discuss topic wise, point wise through my video. I think your concept will be clear. Now, start the chapter. New kings and kingdoms. Hello, students. Around 17th century, there were big and rich landlords in various regions of the continent who were being referred as Samanatas by the kings. The duties of Samanatas were bring gifts for the kings and help them by providing military support. Because of power and wealth, Samanatas sometimes called them as Mahasamanatas Mahamandaleswara. Let us see an example. When Samanatas asserted their independence from kings Rashtrakuts were the subordinates of Chalukya of Karnataka. But in mid-18th century, a Rashtrakuta chief named Danti Durga threw a Chalukya king and did a ritual Hiranyagarbha, which led to the birth of Kshatriya. The Chalukya dynasty was a powerful Indian royal dynasty that ruled large parts of southern and central India between the 6th and 12th century CE. During this period, they ruled as three related but individual dynasties. The earliest dynasties, known as Badami Chalukya, ruled from their capital Batapi from the middle of the 6th century. Later on, the Badami Chalukya began to assert their independence at the decline of Kadamba kingdom of Varanasi and rapidly rose their prominence during the reign of Pulakeshin II from 609 to 642 CE. Maharaja Adhiraja. In this period, the kings were being titled as Maharaja Adhiraja Tribhuvana Chakravartin. The power of king was shared with Samanatas, peasants, traders, and Brahmanas. The divine right of kings or divine right theory of kings as a political and religious doctrine of royals and political legitimacy. It asserts that a monarchy is subject to no every authority. They right to continue the rule directly from the will of God. The king is thus not subject to the will of a people, their aristocracy, and any other state of the region, including the church. According to this doctrine, only God can judge an unjust king. Also, the resources are obtained from peasants, etc., who gave part of what they produced and had to give rent to the kings to whom the land belonged. The tribals were compelled to borrow money from zamindars at high rates of interest. When they were not capable to repaying the loans, they were forced to become bonded laborers. The tribals reacts the British rule in different ways. The first phase was led by the tribal people whose right had been taken away. The second phase was the reaction of the new political, religious, and agricultural issues. The third phase, the tribal involvement in the national movement, British were exposed the tribals to Christianity. Tribes also deprived by the Jamindars, moneylenders, and British officers. Tribals were directly against at the decuge, which means the outsiders. Prosostes and land grants. Here we will discuss about prosostes and land grants. Prosostes is a special kind of inscription meaning in praise of. They were composed in praise of the rulers. These tall claims were not actually true. The rulers wanted to show themselves as great warriors and often described themselves as equal to God. Prosostes contained information about the ruler and which may not be true, but the content information such as how rulers wanted to depict themselves, such as victorious, valiant, etc. But the land grants were recorded on copper plates which were given to the proprietors of the land. What was the land grant? The kings used to present land to Brahmins, and it is recorded as in a copper plates or proofs. The Sanskrit poem, which was written about the kings who ruled Kashmir, it was composed by Kalhana, a monarch of Kashmir, was the author of the Rajtarangini, an account of the history of Kashmir. He wrote this book in Sanskrit between 1148 to 1149 all information regarding his life and introduced it from his own writing. A major scholar of Victoria's Mark Oral Stein. So thank you dear students. I will discuss the next part of this chapter through my next video. Okay? Have a nice day.